Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to some Fallout 4. As you can see, our auto steering boat is taking us to Far Harbor so we can find Kasumi Nakano. It took me a second to remember what their last name was. But yeah, so this is an island off the coast of Maine. I do believe I don't remember what the name of it is.
Mainlanders ain't nothing but trouble.
Put the damn gun down.
Hello,
Are you
hello.
lost? This is Far Harbor. We don't get many visitors around here.
We don't need no freeloaders or more help, Mainlander. So you can get back in your boat and leave.
Alan, this isn't your dock. It belongs to the whole town. And that means strangers are welcome. Sorry, you've caught us during a difficult time. But Alan's got a point. Not all visitors have good intentions. So, what's your business here?
A young woman from the Commonwealth named Kasumi may have passed through here. Her family hired me to find her.
Some sort of detective, huh? Well, she came through here all right.
At least we know she made it this far.
Damn it. Mariners ain't coming.
Something's coming through the fog!
You, help us defend the town, and I'll answer any questions you have. Take a post at the top of the wall, near the main gate. The hall never lets us down. Now follow me!
Alright, so this is your,
Might not be able to rescue you in time.
Man the hall! Something's out there.
yeah, this is your introduction to the monsters of Far Harbor, because they are
This
different.
ain't a drill!
Now there is, I do believe, one person here that
The hell?
Eyes peeled, everyone!
you get extra rewards for if they survive. From if they survive.
Open the gate! I've got wounded out
Oh,
there.
Jared, I think.
There's no time. Look to the fog. They're coming.
Gulpers!
Oh, God! Defend yourselves!
Yeah.
What?
Oh God.
Nothing out there.
So yeah, these are gulpers. Uh, they big ugly beasts. Now, I don't know if. Ow, 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 what the hell is really a rad roach?
You killed him.
Oh, good lord.
This time.
It's over.
No. Eyes on the fog. Something's coming.
Oh, good lord. We lost 2 survivors. Now, it is hard to keep everyone alive.
Covering fire.
We're clear.
All right. Well done, all. Open the gate.
But I do believe it is possible. And I kind of want to try again, if I'm being honest. Okay. But yeah, those were gulpers and anglers. This is also, we've already fought some, but this DLC also introduced the Mirelurk King, I do believe. And there's one more type of thing. I don't remember what it is though. It's technically the strongest enemy in the game, I do believe, or at least the hardest to kill because its damage and energy resistance is insanely high. Yeah, I didn't get my plasma rifle made. Oh well.
Visitors.
Mainlanders ain't nothing but trouble.
Put the damn gun down.
But yeah, we're gonna try and get all the survivors
Are
alive
you
this
lost?
time.
This is Far Harbor.
I'll make a quick save
We don't
before,
get many
just to,
visitors around here.
We don't need no freeloaders or
Yeah,
more
yeah.
help, Mainlander.
And also, I just have to
You can
watch
get
the one
back in
side
your
and we
boat
should
and
be good.
leave.
Alan, this isn't your dock. Sorry.
Yeah.
But Alan's...
Looking
A
for
young woman from-
Kasumi.
So,
At least we know.
I don't know why it turns us to look at
Damn it.
Nick, because
Mariners incoming.
it should be forcing us to look the other way.
you help us defend the town, and I'll answer any questions you have. Take
Okay.
a post at the top of the wall near the main gate. The hall-
Now I'll take a post down at the bottom of the wall. Thank you very much. Actually, do I have... Because I know I haven't emptied my inventory in between parts. But I don't know if I have... I could use a synth relay grenade, but I doubt that that would work out well for me. I don't. I was hoping I might have some landmines or something, but... But yeah, once Jared and the survivors get here, I'll make a quick save. Because, I mean, Jared isn't too hard to keep alive, but the other survivors are a lot harder.
You sure you saw something?
This ain't a drill.
Just because they, I don't think they have as much health, or if they do, they
Eyes peeled, everyone.
don't have as much resistance, or have as high a resistance or anything. Either way, if Jared survives, you get a little bit of a bonus. I don't think if any other survivors
Look to the
make
wall.
it through, I don't think that you get any additional bonuses with that, but...
Helpers!
And actually, you know what? Come to think of it.
God! Defend yourselves!
Damn.
Give them some cover and fire.
Ahead. And I have all of these saved up, right? So I may as well use them. You want to target the fucking head there, game. Oh. Ooh, a legendary gulper, eh? Boosh. Nope.
Guess my good karma's paying off.
It's over.
No. Eyes on the fog. Something's coming.
Yeah, so...
Sorry. Should've just run.
Clear.
Alright.
All right. Well done, all.
And look at that. We managed it with all the survivors. Now I am going to go check out this legendary gulper.
Hounding for a green suntan, I suggest we get a move on.
Young gulper. I wonder if you can make stuffed versions of them. Yeah, that's what I want. A comfy pillow that came off of a dead thing. Poison resistant. Alright, well, it wasn't great, but... Oh yeah, also, as you can tell, you do get radiation just being around Far Harbor unless you are inside a barrier created by these things, the fog condensers, which we will actually get to build to a degree. By we get to build, I mean when we get settlements, it automatically puts a ring of them up for you.
Avery.
And now you see what we're up against. The fog and the creatures it spits out have taken the whole island from my people. But for your help when we needed it, you deserve this.
What's the fog?
Where to begin? The fog's radioactive, right? But there are pockets of it, the deep fog, that are hard fallout. And as deadly as that is, that's only part of the problem. Things live in the fog, thrive. You think what attacked the harbor's bad? Oh, there's far worse further inland.
You've lost the whole island?
Oh, the fog's been here forever. There are good years when it recedes and the island's almost normal. Then there are times when it spreads all over. People have to cling to any patch of land free of the fog. For the past, 8 years or so, it's been getting as bad as it's ever been. Now, Far Harbor's one of the only places left that's safe.
If you managed to survive despite all that, it must be tough.
Ornery, more like.
I'm done cowering behind your damn hull, Avery. Time you let me deal with the real problem. With the right people and my guns, I can end those Children of Adam cultists for good.
The fog's been here forever. The children didn't make it.
Before the Rat Eaters came, the fog was under control. They come, and it all goes wrong. It's time we do something.
No need to burden the stranger with all this nonsense.
What's the deal with the Children of Adam?
They're religious folk. Worship the power of Adam. Which is radiation, I guess. If you want details, you'd have to find and ask them. We used to have a peace with them until a certain hothead menace named Alan Lee...
Now that's enough. That preacher came into the harbor saying that it was Adam's will that we lost our land. That it was Adam's goddamn will that we lost so many friends and family. And that the Atom would wipe this whole place clean of us.
If it were up to me, you'd hang for what you did to that preacher, Alan.
What did he do to the preacher?
Alan pulled a gun on him. He claims the preacher reached for his. We don't have police, or really any law, just custom and popular sentiment. And after everything the preacher said, it was abundantly clear doing anything to Alan would have made matters worse.
Have the children made the fog worse?
Absolutely not. There's not one bit of evidence.
Geiger counters don't lie, Avery. The fog's gotten more lethal year over year. And now the fog's covering the whole island. But only after the children came.
You know as well as I do that's happened before. Sure, people have theories the children are involved, but no one, and I mean no one, has proof.
Can we get back to business?
Sorry for all that. You're here for Kasumi, right? She headed inland to the Synth Refuge, Acadia. Getting there will be dangerous. You'll need a guide. Old Longfellow. No one knows the fog like him. But, word of warning, he's a bit of an acquired taste.
What's old Longfellow's story?
He's the best hunter on the island. Fearless. Some say crazy. If someone needs to get to Acadia, he's the only one that'll do it. But, people around here are known for being stubborn, willful, and other, less flattering things. But Longfellow's got a reputation even among us.
What can you tell me about Acadia?
Ask Longfellow. He's the only one that's been there.
Thanks for the info.
Best place to look for Longfellow's at the bar. The last plank. And, please, lend a hand around town if you're able. Even if it's slapped away. People like the Mariner and Cassie and others need help. And let me say something you might not hear again. Thank you.
Don't let the island catch you off guard. Buy my guns.
Alright. So now, Living on the Edge has helped the citizens of Far Harbor. Now, it should give us 3 people to help. It gave us 2. Okay. Oops. Also, it's a good thing we managed to save everyone, because I don't think I saved after when I said I was going to. Okay, so walk in the park is to get our companion. So let's go and do that first. Is this him over here? Nope, that's the Mariner. And out here is Cassie.
There are things out there.
Alright.
If you don't like the service, there's the door.
Captain Avery said you can get me to Acadia.
Heard there was a scuffle out there. You get your hands dirty? I'm done leading people to their deaths in the fog. Last fella couldn't keep up. Didn't last 5 minutes.
Can you tell me about Acadia?
Strange folk like there. Call themselves synths. Seems to me they just want to be left alone, to live their life in peace. They've done some good turns for us islanders. The fog condensers, most especially. Wouldn't even be a Far Harbor left without those.
What's a fog condenser?
The condensers, they're a tricky bit of science. They keep the fog away. Powered by the wind farm, the synth fellows got up and running. Us islanders don't particularly like being obligated to them. But there you have it.
Some parents are worried about their runaway daughter. She went to Acadia, and I need to find her.
If someone's headed for Acadia, there's always a story. Yours worth dying over, huh?
This girl's all her family has. You'd have to be a real wretch not to give a damn.
Bah. This goes against all reason. But I can get you to Acadia. But you've got to listen to me. Go where I say, when I say it. Still won't be easy. You stock up on your necessities, Rad X and the like. And then the real work can begin.
Should I make any other preparations?
Ammo, stim packs, maybe a rocket or three. Worse than Mirelurks out there.
Let's go, Longfellow.
Follow me
All right. So before we follow him, we do have a couple things to pick up, including the Islanders Almanac.
Excuse me.
then.
Nope, not what I wanted. Dude, move.
Nice.
Look, I've unlocked a point of interest map markers on the island.
Not enough folks value keeping the old CPU sharp.
Yeah, so that one there just gives you that.
Want a bite? Either Mitch or
All
I'll
right.
take your order.
Other than that, we do have a couple of
Today's
notes.
your lucky day.
But actually, you know what? Fuck it. We'll follow him first. And then, oh nice, I got a nice cold beer. Because it isn't technically until the end of this quest. I don't think that we have to go into Acadia. I think once he gets us to there.
Acadia is above the fog line on the mountain. It's a bit of a hike. You might want to take this for the road. Tastes foul as sin, but it'll help. We need to move through the main drag. Old mountain trails where we're headed. The fog ain't like nothing you've seen in the Commonwealth. Mainlanders think a dose of Radaway is all you need. Tracks, fresh ones. Trappers ahead. When the bullets start flying, find cover. Keep your head down if you want to live.
Oh yeah, we should actually start getting some new armor in that here. Because we got... instead of raiders, we have trappers, and I want to say one other gang that... And they both have their own armor. And then there's also like a marine armor set, I do believe. That's really good. That we can replace like our combat armor with. Hello, Mr. Trapper. Goodbye, Mr. Trapper. So yeah, they have coastal armor, which I do believe is kind of like the cage armor in that. We'll take some. Yeah, Trapper right leg. See now, and I don't know whether or not to set up the armor from the DLCs in my shop back at Sanctuary, because you can't sell them there. I'll take the Trapper leathers. Like, I'm pretty sure you can't buy them from them.
Did good.
You're not half bad in a scrap. Figured I'd have to take care of a lot of them. Might just make a proper Far Harborman out of you.
Where was the last one?
Get you all turned around. There's something in your brain. Trappers were mean to begin with, but now...
I mean, you must have been up top then, right? Ah, here he is. And nothing decent on him. So yeah, obviously the fog does actually come and go, I think, a little bit.
There's someone or something else here. Look sharp!
And with the solar powered perk, obviously we have less to worry about because, as you saw, we get less than 1 rad a second, and that recovers, I think, 1 or 2 rads a second. So we'll actually be recovering more than we lose when it comes to radiation from the fog. There are areas with, as she said, the deep fog where the radiation is even worse, but and we will have to deal with the Children of Adam at some point, one way or another. But and we'll get a lot of radiation because, as you can imagine, where they live is fairly radiated. Oh yeah, and also instead of the dogs, we actually have wolves.
You like them puppies? We grow everything extra mean on the island. Still got a ways to go.
Also, I like how this is the old mountain trail, or it's like a 2-lane road. Like,
Hear that? Crawler. They usually stick to the deep fog. Best we steer clear. But you never know. When I was a young lad, no higher than your knee, the whole island was covered in fog. The fog eventually rolled back. People resettled, but they got comfortable. Started taking things for granted. Folk got short memories. All this has happened before.
yeah, so maybe it's the crawler that's the variation on the crawler, not your base one, that has more. Oh, just more gulpers. That has those damage resistances. I also just remembered as we were running by, I do believe that they have hermit crab enemies in this DLC as well, that you can find that are like inside buses and shit. That are also, I think they're like the second most damage resistant enemy. I don't know, a long time ago since I watched those videos.
A small gulper, like the ones in these parts, is a fair challenge. Now the big ones, they can grow 2-3 times the size of a man. Good thing you don't see too many of them around.
Time to earn that next drink.
Don't like wasting my shotguns on them.
A bit of exercise, that.
Ooh, that's enhanced. That's enhanced is pretty decent perk, I will say. Still not something like terribly necessary, but it's a decent perk. Not that you ever see me using legendary equipment besides guns, because, can't find them on the heavy variations.
Stringing one more soul to their damnation, old man?
Well, what have we here? Another rad worshipping lunatic. That's what.
Your barbs do not harm me. I am shielded by my faith.
How about bullets? Faith shield you against those too?
Let's just settle down, okay?
You're right. Waste of ammo.
Do not sully this one with your blasphemy, old man. You. I suggest you go no further. Acadia is a nest of snakes. Beasts that subvert the will of Adam.
What's Acadia done to make you distrust them?
They supply Far Harbor with the means to turn back Adam's holy fog. You'd do well to avoid such creatures, and instead seek the only true master of this land.
All right, I'm listening. Tell me about Adam.
Tell you. Look around. You stride through his kingdom. A land blanketed beneath sacred fog. A land Adam has claimed for his children. And you may join our family if he deems you worthy.
Worthy? What do I have to do to join?
There is a ritual his children must perform. If you succeed, you will be rewarded with entrance into our family.
Suppose I got nothing better to do.
Huh. Adam usually prefers those with a bit more fervor. But nonetheless, if you wish to test his favor, seek the nucleus.
If you're done wasting time with a fanatic... let's
So I will give them this, right? Like, they worship Adam, which is obviously, you know, the atom bomb.
No fog. Acadia's not too far now.
And everything, right? But the thing is they fully live in radioactive places that would kill us within, like, well, I guess in-game time would be hours, maybe, but... And there's Acadia.
Hi.
And we've arrived. Acadia's already been watching us for a good spell. If you want to talk with them, just go inside. They'll be waiting for you. You need my help again, you come see me. Got a cabin just outside of Far Harbor. Good place to tool up your gear, get some rest, or get stinking drunk. Just make sure if you're bringing a bottle of something strong, there's enough to share.
You should come with me. I could still use your help.
All right. Why the hell not? Beats drinking alone.
I kind of want to send her to Longfellow's cabin just so that he's here when I need him, but I'll let him go. But if I do that, then I have no way of sending him back to Diamond City.
Think I missed the boat on that.
Alright, so we now have Longfellow. And while obviously right here is the next part of the main quest, I don't actually want to do the main quest first. Psh, come on. Who does the main quest first? What is this location? Meadow Cinema? Okay. Yeah, so these are I think the nucleus is marked, and then everything else is marked based off of, thank you. Based off that magazine that I picked up. There is an achievement for finding all of those, but I think I have all the Far Harbor. New chat. Oh, whoops. Yeah, sure. I think I do. Complete the quest where you belong. Cleansing the land close to home. Oh no, I guess I still. Oh, look at that. I still. Oh. I guess last time I played Far Harbor, I must have. Yeah. Last time I played Far Harbor, I must have used mods.
A stranger came to town that might help.
Police sell guns over
That's
by
the
the
best I
tourist
can
shop.
Alright, I want to go to Longfellow's cabin first.
You're from the
Yeah, he said it's just outside, and it is. It's over here.
Careful now.
Do. Aqua Girl perk, paying off big time. Alright. Yeah. Or Aqua Boy perk, I guess. I forgot I actually was playing as a dude in this one. Alright, so here's Longfellow's cabin. You will not see me build up here at all. It's a decent place to build up if you want to, though. I mean, and then as you can see, there's fog condensers. And it's got a pretty decent range to it, I mean. Yeah. Like, as you can see, you can build out quite a ways. Could use some repairs, but unfortunately that's not really an option in this game. You can do a pretty shit job repairing it, but that's pretty much all you got. But yeah, as you can see, it's a rather large area. Pretty much all the... Because I think that you only get... Because I think it said to do... Or to find... Or to activate 3 workshops in Far Harbor. And I want to say that there's maybe only 4 settlements total that you can get in the DLC. But yeah, as you can see, it's a fairly decent sized location if you wanted to build up there. But Like I said, not really interested in building up here. Uh, I much prefer the I think it's a sawmill settlement that we can get. I like that one much better. But yeah, we're gonna, since we start in Far Harbor, we're gonna do Far Harbor and then branch out from there. Basically, the only settlements in the game are Far Harbor, Acadia, and the Nucleus. I'm pretty sure that's it. I can remember one other location that has like residents, but it's just a location with a quest. Like it isn't like a full-on
Get
settlement.
them while they're in stock.
You there?
Sorry, what?
You're back.
I'll be straight
Are
with
you
you.
that detective
It's never
I've
easy
heard
to
about?
ask anyone on this island for help, much less a stranger. But I've got a responsibility
could
to
say
these
that.
people,
Oh,
and I have a job for
wonderful.
you if you're
I
up for
wasn't
it.
sure how I was
Besides,
ever going to
I
find
know you're
you.
tougher than you
I
look.
haven't been able to find any of the local police force. The Louts? I don't want to start a panic, but, well, we may have a murder on our hands, and we need an outside set of eyes.
Where did the crime take place?
At the Cliff's Edge Hotel, just north of the town. Will you help us solve this heinous crime?
Who's the victim?
Well, we want to keep this out of the tabloids, but it's Ezra Parker, the financier of the hotel. Please, you must help us. Every moment we wait, our residents are at risk.
Who are your employers?
I shouldn't say out here in the open, but my employers are quite wealthy, as are the other patrons of the hotel. Will you help us? There may still be a murderer at large.
Okay, I'll help.
Oh, thank goodness. Shall I guide you to the Cliff's Edge Hotel now?
Go ahead. I'll meet you there.
Very good. I shall meet you at
Apparently,
the main
Nick was walking
entrance to
by.
the hotel.
Yeah. So that was the other location I was talking about, by the way, where it's just a location with the quest tied to it. I completely forgot that she actually came and got you. I thought you just had to come across it. But
Guns.
What the hell is
Um,
this anyway, huh?
but yeah, it's actually a really good quest. We will definitely do that one. But I want to knock out some of these ones in Far Harbor first, and after we do that, we may go and do that quest.
Bait shop's got it.
Um,
Protect your loved ones with my fine hand cannons.
so yeah, like I said, it has two. It gave us two options, but
Fog.
I'm reasonably certain that there was three. Oh, and it must have been because yeah, there we go. Help Captain Avery. I don't remember which one I wanted to do first, but
If the
I
fog
guess it doesn't
get us, the storms
really matter.
You ain't on.
We can pick up all the
Waiting alone for
quests
this
The
one.
before we
Holt,
do any
a
of them.
battering,
My guns
to
now.
be sure. But she wouldn't be standing at all if it weren't for you. They call me the Mariner, shipwright, handyman, and the only one keeping the harbor afloat. Well, beside Captain Avery.
Why doesn't anyone help you?
Each harborman is the captain of his own ship. Worked fine for generations on the homesteads. Your land, your rules. But when the island pushed them onto my dock, one by one, the ungrateful bastards expect me to look after my land, even though they're squatting on it, like wretches.
The town's lucky you're here.
You blowing smoke up my sails. Huh. But there is... I don't suppose you'd be willing to lend a hand. In order to do proper repairs, I need tools. Specialized tools. And they won't be easy to come by. 450 caps if you can, though.
You've kept the walls together this long. Why do you need special tools now?
I want to build the hull up proper. Make it strong. And keep those blasted crabs out. For good.
Sign me up. I'll help.
Eagle's Cove Tannery. Tools are certain to be there. Now get.
Alright. So that's the first one. Which is actually the one I wanted to do. I just didn't remember if it was her or Avery that gave it to us. This one I do believe should be a killing quest.
Better watch yourself, cause this island sees and hears everything you do. I should know. I watched the island tear down the greatest family that ever set foot in Far Harbor. It's a tale of greed, blood, and vengeance.
What family are you talking about?
I was just about to explain. My family, the Daltons, was the pride of Far Harbor for generations, even back before the war. It was lumber and fishing that made the Daltons rich. But they got greedy, took too much from the island. The island's been getting revenge ever since, killing us off one by one. I'm the last Dalton still standing. Ah, but now our story takes an unexpected turn. A mysterious stranger comes to Far Harbor. Someone strong, someone capable. With the stranger's help, the last living Dalton finally has a chance to avenge her bloodline once and for all.
Let me guess. I'm the mysterious stranger who's gonna help you avenge your family.
Ah, you're a quick one. Good. You'll need your wits about you, because your part in the story is filled with danger. Now, on to the first chapter in our tale of vengeance. That would be the sad story of freckle-faced Petey. Petey was my cousin. He was a good lad, never caused trouble. He thought all those freckles brought him luck, but, well, not so much. He was out foraging at the National Park campground when the island sicked some feral ghouls on him. Island's a sneaky bastard when it wants to be. Anyway, he made it back to town, but died from his injuries that night. Course, those ferals are still out there, waiting to kill the next poor fool who comes along. Damn shame that.
Those ghouls are as good as dead.
Good. It's long past time those shamblers paid for what they did to Petey.
Now, I don't remember if it's her quest or the Mariner's quest. Maybe it's even Avery's quest. I do believe that one of the quests, I think all of them may be a quest chain, but I think one of them you go through them all in a row, and the other one you do one, then you have to wait a bit, do another, wait a bit, then do another, if I'm not mistaken. But it's been a while since I've done Far Harbor.
Captain Avery's alright, I guess. I'll be
So
straight
let's-
with you. It's never easy to ask anyone on this island for help, much less a stranger. But I've got a responsibility to these people, and I have a job for you if you're up for it. Besides, I know you're tougher than you look.
What exactly do you need help with?
We get our drinking water from a purifier not far outside of town. We had a bad storm not long before you got here, and it must have damaged the fog condensers that protect the road to the purifier. I sent Howard Dunbar out to fix them. He was out there when the Mirelurks hit us, and I'm afraid they might have got him, too. I was hoping you might go have a look. If the worst happened, maybe you could get those fog condensers back online. If you're up to it, just head south out of town. It's paying work, of course. I wouldn't ask a stranger to stick their neck out on our behalf, unless I was willing to pay a fair share for it.
Am I gonna need any tools or parts if I have to make these repairs on my own?
The fog condensers need their power modules replaced, but Howard took the only spares we had. Either way, you're gonna have to find him first.
All right, I'll head out there now.
Good. Our water supply won't last much longer.
All right, and now we will head. I think we'll start with inside the last plank. We'll collect a little bit of stuff that's around town, the notable loot. Um,
I swear, her tail's a menace. Does she even know it's attached to her bleeding hide?
If you want me to work in this flea-ridden bar of yours, you'll watch your tone.
Fine. Looking a mite too sober by my estimation. I can fix that.
Alright, to whom it may concern, if you're reading this, I'm dead, the harbor's dead, and likely every damn soul on this island except the children of Adam are dead. My advice to you is run. This island is cursed. It may be Adam, it may be the Red Death, it may be some angry ghost from the old world, but it's true. The fog or the cultists are coming for you. Leave and tell everyone to leave this cursed island alone for good. Mitch. Who's obviously this guy, who is not dead, but, you're not really supposed to read that. Unless, you come here and everyone's been wiped out. But to be fair, there's always the possibility that Mitch dies, and, nobody else does, in which case that still doesn't really work. Excuse me, jukebox, but...
Booze for the belly or bunk for the night?
Here they are. Got a note here. If you think I'd choose you over Tink, you're sorely mistaken. Sincerely, Debbie. Tink can sit wherever she wants, or you can wait the damn tables yourself. Firmly and sincerely, Debbie. So Tink is the cat, obviously. Let's see. I think there's a couple more. Okay. Yeah, they're up here.
Gets the job done. Get it now.
In here, maybe? Oh no, this should be bedroom 1. By the door. Okay, well this doesn't seem to have... Alright, well here they are anyway. Fine, but cats do not belong on top of chairs, tables, any place a paying customer would sit, period. Firmly, Mitch. And cats are dirty critters that pee indoors. They got no business being in a bar. So obviously if you read those in the correct order, which would be weird if you manage that, considering that you would have to come up here, take that note, go downstairs, pick the right note, come up here, read that one, and then, do that. Oh, look at that. There's the cat. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is in here, I think.
How can the last plank set you
I think
up?
Mitch here has a quest for us, though.
What's so special about the fog on the island?
Can't you feel it? Even here, as safe as anyone can be on this damned island. It's alive. You walk inland and it'll blanket you up in no time. And if the clickety-click of the Geiger don't get you, the madness will. The island will claim us all in the end.
The fog can drive you crazy?
Yes, it's not natural. The trappers you find inland, some were always murderous louts. But many just got lost in the fog for too long. And the mind goes. If you have any sense, return where you came from. And don't look back.
Alright.
If it's so dangerous, why do you stay?
This is our home. If you call yourself a proper man or woman, you don't give up on that. Besides, we all gotta die. Might as well do it with your long knife deep in the belly of the beast that wronged you. Ha!
Sorry, no.
So he doesn't have a quest for us until later, but that's all that we need from inside here. And then there's only a couple of letters, I think, out here. If we can find...
The fog's poison, on account of the children of Adam.
I don't have time.
Where's Alan? There's the dickhead.
The mainlander. Great. Fire your gun a few times and you think you're some sort of...
Hey, buddy. I was just trying to help.
Charity makes you weak. Makes you need it more and more. Until you're starving from the lack of it. What happens next time when you ain't here, huh? Or the next? Either us harbormen survive on our own terms, or we take the long walk together. So if you're here to buy some ordnance, do your business. Otherwise, take the first boat out of here. Before the children of Adam or worse get you.
I'll take a look.
You got it.
Alright, and I don't remember what he sells. Oh yeah, got Admiral's Friend. Double damage if the target is at full health with the harpoon gun. It's the instigating perk, I guess, I don't know. Effect. Pretty decent, like I said, that's a pretty decent perk in general. Or effect in general. Is that the only one he had? Oh, and the Fish Catcher, 40% less action point cost, also pretty good. Does he have any other ones here? Let's see, does he sell the mechanic jumpsuit, leather stuff, metal combat, fisherman stuff? No, it doesn't look like he sells trapper stuff, which, to be fair, makes sense. But if you want the fisherman overalls, he's got plenty of different ones for it. Let's see, I think there's a note in here somewhere that we can grab.
All your medical and food needs.
Oh, it does say that it's supposed to be under the counter. Oh, wait. It fell out. Alan, we're taking no chances, staying far away, but there's a lot of them and they're heavily armed. Too many of them. Only Mike's willing to make a go of it. Even if Captain Bonehead signed off, it's going to be bloody. They are fucking tough. There's a lot more of them on the island than if I guessed, and more keep coming. We ain't giving up, but we're not going to throw our lives away, PV.
Guns, guns, and more guns.
I imagine that'll come into... That might make more sense later.
Food in front.
We need... I assume this is Avery's house.
Need to drown your troubles? Talk to Mitch at the last plank.
Pierre, yeah, an old letter. Olympia, Ma passed last year and I'm running the homestead. I really could use your help. I don't know how Ma did it alone all those years. Fog's getting closer to the gates day by day. This keeps up and I don't know what I'll do. Please just come home. Your family needs you. Danny. I don't think that ever comes into play. Not that I remember. I mean, I would definitely remember running into anyone named Olympia.
Get them while they're in stock.
Now I do believe that...
If you need any odds and ends,
hey,
I'm your man.
Doc, he's not looking good.
You another vulture circling over Andre's body? He ain't dead. Wait, no. It's a mainlander. Well, welcome to my little clinic. If you need doctoring, speak up. I wish I had time for some proper conversation, but my work's never done.
Who's Andre?
Poor Andre is my patient over there. He spent too long a spell in the fog. You may think you know your mainland radiation poisoning, but we got our own special brand here.
I know a few things about medicine. Can I try to help him?
You say, what? You? Help? Well, poor Andre's got it bad. Good is dead. Well, I suppose there's no harm letting you have a poke. But I'll be watching you.
Food. Stim packs. Fully stocked. Let's take a look.
Andre has suffered from prolonged severe radiation exposure. He's barely clinging to life. Intelligence 8 or higher, or Medic 2 required to heal him. Using blood plasma, Radaway, and anesthetics, you managed to stabilize your patient. Because we're that damn good.
Well, I'll be. I think you may have done it. I'll keep looking after Andre. But I think thanks to you, he's got a fighting chance.
Alright. So yeah, if you... I think there's another thing you can do to help him as well, but I don't even remember what it is. But I think that if you don't have the required stats to do it, I think Teddy will give you a location to go and find some kind of medicine for it. Dr. Wright, this is my third try to send word back. The other boatman refused to go to your island anymore. Let me know if this letter arrives unopened. Not so sure about this new lady. I wish I had better news, but your assessment of the patient is correct. After digging through the university's archives, even in the old world, there weren't any solutions to the specified problem. Nothing even remotely approaching clinical trials. I doubt our mutual friend has any better news. Again, regrets. Is everything okay over there? We keep seeing islanders coming through. They tell disturbing stories. If you ever seek to leave, my friend, and I would eagerly welcome you. Oh, my friends and I would eagerly welcome you. He isn't saying mine. Okay. If things get too bad, either leave or send word. Bedeen, who I also don't think we ever meet. But yeah, curing Andre does help you later. So I would recommend doing that if you... Because there is a time later where you have to convince people of stuff. It's basically the end of the DLC, or at least the main quest of the DLC, and it helps quite a bit to have done that. Ah, here it is. Mark, Far Harbor's covered in fog, too. Only docks are clean. Mariner almost kicked everyone out, but Avery stepped in. Aunt Candace left for the mainland. Her home's completely behind the fog. All the news is bad. I'm traveling to one of the Daltons and see if they need farmhands. I should be back in 2 weeks. Give my love to the kids. Keep them out of the fog. Love, Peggy. Once again, not entirely sure that ever comes into play. Yeah, and then the rest of the stuff is basically rewards for stuff. But we'll go talk to Brooks and see what he has to sell.
Fresh shipment in. All your medical and food needs.
Okay. Well then.
You ain't armed. You ain't
Brooks,
long for this world.
Psst. Looking for a bargain? Let's barter. Of course.
Alright, let's see. Got any good weapons? No. Apparel. Oh, there you go. Recon Marine Helmet. Agility and Perception. And I do believe really good defenses. Like, yeah, 21, 21, and 10. Now, granted, it doesn't take much to beat out my hat that has 1 charisma and nothing else. But, you know, I prefer to see my face. Alright, so that'll be it for this part. Next part, we will do all 3 of the quests we picked up, probably. Get the power tools, search for Howard. Let's see, Howard's there. Power tools are way over there. Oh, whoops. And the ghouls are there. So yeah, well, I mean, that'll be the order we do them in. We'll search for Howard, knock out the ghouls, and then head over there to grab the power tools, and then we'll come back. And like I said, I don't know if fixing the fog condensers is a quest, part of a quest chain, or if that's the only quest, because I'm pretty sure that somebody sends you to the other locations in here, and it could be after you repair the fog condensers here. Avery might send you to clear out a couple more locations as settlements, but that'll be it for this part. In between this part and next part, I'll figure out what I'm going to put that point into and probably go and make myself that plasma rifle I was talking about. But thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you on Friday for more.